Yes, Bob, it's me, Colette, Brummy Big Bird. Right, shall we have a bit of a chat, eh? Girly chat, girl and man chat. Let's just talk real shit, right, about lies and men and like the bullshit they get up to and what they tell us and what we think, right? To be fair, I do feel sorry for men sometimes because they say, what do you want for your birthday? You say, nah, I don't want nothing. We have an argument. Don't fucking want nothing. Don't you dare get me anything. They don't get you nothing. Where's my fucking birthday present? Do you know what I mean? They just haven't got a clue. They don't know how to read us. But they also underestimate us, right? Now, people say to me, "Oh my God, Colette, like you're on it. You know." Now let me tell you something now, right? I ain't nothing special, but I know how people move, right? I know what people are gonna do next, especially if they're being shady. Do you know what I mean? I've seen it all. I know how. Listen, I know how women think. I know how I think, and I think fucked up sometimes. Do you know what I mean? And things that you want, you think, oh, but you never follow it through. But some mad fuckers do. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you about this story. And there was this geezer that I was seeing, right? And we was together all the time. Anyway, he had to go and pick up a car, right? Because he was gonna do some driving and running, dropping drugs off for someone, right? Well, he never left my side. Now, this place where he was going to get the car, right? Um, he was meant to go and get it from a different place. And I said, don't get going to this house. This house was this bird where we used to go and, like, obviously pick up more and whatever. And she never liked me, right? And because I used to fucking tell her and she didn't like it. And she was in her own house. And she used to fucking stand there, right? And then she'd have a fucking pipe and then she'd stand there and she'd go like this. Get out of my house. I said, I ain't fucking moving. I said, my man's in the house. I said, I'm coming in. You ain't stopping me. She went, me and my mates have fought and we fell through that glass window. I went, I ain't being funny, Bab, but who the fuck do you think you are? Rocky Balboa the way you're going on over there. But you won't fucking come over here and say it, will ya? I said, and I ain't being funny, but you might dye your hair blonde, but you're still a fucking ginger bitch, right? And they was all going, whoa, no, she didn't fucking like it. Anyway, I used to go in this house, and I said to him, don't get going to that house, right? I said, because I don't want you going there and bagging up and all that kind of shit. I said, that's not what you meant to be doing. Don't let them take the piss. No, 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 I won't. But anyway, right, he said he'd be a couple of hours and he weren't. Well, I had a phone call from an unknown number and it just cut off, right? And anyway, when he come back, I said to him, uh, you went to so-and-so, didn't you? And he went, no. I said, don't lie. I said, because I had a phone call from an unknown number. I said, and I heard I said, I heard someone's voice, another geezer's voice, another geezer's voice, and I heard her fucking voice, right? I said, and the geezer, I said, and I showed him the phone that I had an unknown number ring me, but he didn't see like how long it was on there. Do you know what I mean? I'd just seen it, but because I was bollocking him, he was like fucking weren't paying attention, and I was like, listen, because none of them liked me because I used to fucking put them in the place and they didn't like it. Do you know what I mean? And I turned around and I said, they was all slagging me. I said, and I heard her there. He said she weren't, and I said she fucking was. I said, stop lying. I heard a voice. I said, and I heard so and so turn round and say, your missus walks all over you. And then there was this little black kid, right, who was meant to be doing it with him, and he didn't like me because I was started going in the car because I said, it's raving him sitting in the back of a car and him driving him round. It looks better if I'm sitting in the car. And he didn't like it because I spoke up. And he was like, I said, yeah, who the fuck do you think you're talking to, Bab? I said, you might talk to your birds or your girls like it. I said, but you don't talk to me like it. And all, you don't, I don't know why you have to come. Well, anyway, he started staying at that bird's house, right? And I ended up going with him. And I said, back to the story. So then I said, yeah, and I heard him saying to you, fucking hell, what do you let her walk all over you for? So he said the name then, so and so. Why don't you, like, put her in a place and blah, blah. I said, and all of them are slagging me. I said, and not once did you turn round and say blah, blah, blah. I said, all I heard you say is, I know she's got a big mouth, blah, blah, blah. You know, and then I'll have a word. He turned round to me and he went, now I did stick up for ya, right? I did stick up for ya. I did say blah, 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 but the girl weren't there, right? Anyway, I carried this on for quite a few fucking months, right? This phone call. And the things I was saying, like, I said, I heard him say it. I heard him say, like, and I heard you say that, you know, I know she's, like, loud and got a big mouth and that, but she don't mean it. I said, is that all you could have said about me? He said, no, I said so and so and so and so. Well, anyway, years later, I turned around to him and I said, you do know that fucking phone call was, I didn't hear nothing. He said, how did you know what? I said, I know that you was going to go to that house. I know you was going to do what you do. I said, I also know that they don't fucking like me. And as soon as they got you on your own, they was going to slag me, right? And I also know that you ain't got the fucking balls to stick up for your fucking woman. But yet, I'm sticking up for you to them because you ain't got the balls to tell them that you don't want this geezer in the back of the car. You want me in the car. I said, so you're making me look like this. And he was like, but how did you know? And I said, oh, I know. I know how people roll and whatever. And it done his head in. But I've done that to him quite a few times as well. And I just know how people roll. And when people tell lies, they have to remember what they said, don't they? And they get caught out. But I'll call them out straight away. I will. Can't fucking stand liars. Like, they'll say something and I'll say, well, hang on a minute. But blah, 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 blah. And it comes across like I'm being, like, argumentative and that. But it ends. I just can't stand liars. Do you know what I mean? But, yeah, I proper caught him out in that story. And I just know how men go on. Do you know what I mean? I just know, like, what people are going to say and other things, like. I've got another story for you in a minute. I'm just going to go to the toilet. Well, you don't really need to but know that. But I'll be back in a minute and I'll tell you another fucking story. I am on the ball. So, if anybody wants any questions and advice answered, and what do I think, like, you ask me something and I'll be like, you say, well, what do you think? And I'm telling you, 99% of the time, I'm right. Anybody will tell you. So come with your questions and your advice and I'll tell you what to do. And I bet you'll catch your people out.